My name is Oscar Dionicio-Ortega. Oh, sorry for that. Today I'm going to be talking about Descartes and Aristotle's philosophy and what I think to be the better foundation for all sciences. So, first, I want to talk about Rene Descartes, where he contributed with the method of doubt, for which is being utilized in order to start doubting what we seem to know or our own ideas in order to eventually not doubt that idea or that knowledge any longer. Meaning that it basically filters out any any wrongdoings or anything that can be doubted or anything that can be false, and eventually have purified water, or less speak to say. Um, and by doing so, he proposed three hypotheses: the sense hypothesis, the dream hypothesis, and the evil genius hypothesis. For which the sense hypothesis is where we can't trust our senses in order to form knowledge. Just because our senses can deceive us and are unreliable. Uh, so most like an illusion, basically. Like stated before in my last previous video, I stated that the magician's purpose is to deceive its audience. In order and because we're being deceived of what we think is going on, is not really happening, if that makes sense. So to speak, that our senses, like our vision, our hearing, our smell, our sense of smell, um, our sense of touch, can affect us or change our mind of what we think could be real and versus what can be real. The other thing is the dream hypothesis, where what we seem to believe that everything around us is real can possibly not even be real, but if anything, be a dream. Uh, Sense to say that what happens to be like it has happened to me where I can be dreaming something and it can totally be real in my head. Like I would believe that I am physically there. It's I'm really not. I wake up and it's all of a sudden it's a dream, and you can see it through movies as well, where most movies, the end result is everything was a dream, and it defeats its sole purpose of the whole narrative in that movie, or so to say. So basically, how can we tell we're not in a dream? So before I can talk about that, I want to talk about the evil genius hypothesis, where even though we're not sure if Descartes believed in God or not, he does prove a lot about God's existence, and because there is a God, then there must be an opposing opponent, where his basic or sense of purpose is to deceive us human beings, and because we're being deceived, then therefore we exist. In order to prove our own existence, we have come to think that the only thing that cannot be doubted is that the fact that we're doubting. Um, so, meaning that because we think that therefore we are, or because I think therefore I am. So because I start to think, or because I start to doubt, is because I am aware that the fact that I exist, and or that the fact that because I doubt, then I know for sure, I exist, and everything that I assume to believe is real. Aristotle, on the other hand, he believes that we should rely on our senses for knowledge, just because they're attributes of what that item or that material being is. So its potential versus and its actuality. So basically, the matter and the form, and the matter is what that item or that thing is being composed of, to contribute eventually to its final form. So basically, to the end result of what that thing or that form or that material thing can actually come to be. And because of the change of what it was from the beginning to what it is to the end, is what we come to understand, that the fact that that's how life in itself works. And Descartes believes, on the hand, that we shouldn't trust our senses. I, for one, believe that Aristotle is right. That we should acknowledge that our attributes, the attributes of things, in order to form a much greater knowledge of that thing is. It's basically is the essence of that thing, of said thing. We are able to understand what that thing is because of our senses, or because of of that. So let me break it down to an example where the example of an apple, because I am able to understand or differentiate between how the apple looks, or between how does the apple feel, or how the apple smells, or how the apple tastes, you know, I'm able to understand that thing is an apple, whether if it's yellow, whether if it's green, whether if it's red, or whether if it's rotten. I understand that that is an apple because I'm able to differentiate between any other fruit, if that makes sense. So hopefully, I was able to kind of differentiate each other's philosophies a little better than last time, just because I don't want to reach the 10 minute mark maximum. But yeah, so if correct me if I'm wrong, or let me know if I misunderstood something. I would love to correct my knowledge, or because I really want to know. So, but yeah, so I'm saddened to hear about you being in the hospital. I wish you a fast recovery. I wish you safety, and I thank you for a great semester this past semester. And hopefully one day I'm able to ask you personally a few other questions I have in my head. But yeah, so thank you for your time, Professor Nielsen, and I wish you the best and be safe. Take care. Bye.